Have you ever felt distant from Allah, yet didn't know why? You pray but your heart feels dry. You fast but your soul still aches. You do everything right, yet something feels wrong. Maybe what you're missing are the small but powerful habits that reconnect you with Allah spiritually, mentally and emotionally. Today, by the end of this video, you'll learn 7 habits from the Quran, Sunnah and the wisdom that can transform your life from within. Stay with me. This might just be the reset your heart has been praying for. Section 1. The habit of morning dhikr. Start with Allah before the world. Every morning the world pulls you in 1,000 directions. Your phone lights up, notifications, deadlines, responsibilities. But the ones who begin with Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, they don't start the day empty. They start filled because they remembered the one who gave them the breath to wake up. You pray but halfway through Surah Fatiha, your mind's already on work, emails or yesterday's argument. Sound familiar? You're standing in front of the Lord of the worlds, but your thoughts are trapped in the dunya. That's what happens when we start the day without intention, without presence, without dhikr. O you who have believed, remember Allah with much remembrance. Surah Al-Ahzab 33 to 41. This isn't about doing more. It's about doing first. Before the phone, before the mirror, before anyone else's voice enters your head. Let Allah's name be the first one your tongue says. Subhanallah for the perfection of His creation. Alhamdulillah for another chance to return. Allahu Akbar because whatever is waiting for you, Allah is greater. Let the world wait because you just woke up from sleep and you owe that to Him. So, do you scroll your phone before you raise your hands in dua? What would happen if you flipped that habit? What would happen if your soul met its creator before it met the chaos? Section 2. The habit of istighfar. Forgiveness is freedom. You carry burdens, silent ones, the kind no one sees but they weigh on your chest like bricks. Regrets, mistakes, words you wish you could take back. But every astaghfirullah is not just an apology. It's a rope pulling you out of darkness, back to peace, back to Allah. You remember Allah in the morning. You remember Him when you're scared. You remember Him even when you don't feel Him. And that's what brings Him closer. There's something powerful about istighfar. It breaks the chains of shame. It softens a heart that feels hard. It clears a mind clouded by guilt. Seek forgiveness of your Lord. Indeed, He's ever a perpetual forgiver. Surah Nuh 71 to 10. Don't wait until everything falls apart. Take 5 minutes. No phone, no distractions. Just you whispering, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, until the heart begins to thaw. Until the tears begin to fall, not because you have a problem, but because you missed Him. You missed the peace. You missed the closeness. You missed who you were when your heart was clean. So seek forgiveness not because you're bad, but because you want to feel free again. What if you made it a habit? A 5-minute istighfar break every afternoon, not as a chore, but as a healing. Your soul's reset button. How long has it been since you cried to Allah just because you wanted to come home? Section 3. The habit of gratitude. Train your eyes to see mercy. It's easy to focus on what's missing. The unanswered du'as, the delayed dreams, the people who left, the things you lost. But what if you trained your eyes to see what's already there? What if every breath, every heartbeat, every sip of water was a silent gift you learned to recognize? Gratitude is not just saying thank you once. It's a lens. It's a lifestyle. It's the habit of looking up when life pulls you down. If you are grateful, I will surely increase you. Surah Ibrahim 14 to 7. Increase in what? Peace, barakah, healing, even joy buried under pain. Start small. Keep a shukr journal. Before you sleep, write 3 things you're thankful for. Not grand things, but the moments you used to walk past without noticing. A soft pillow, a kind word, the warmth of tea on a cold morning. Because sometimes your happiness isn't lost, it's just hidden in the things you stop noticing. And maybe, just maybe, gratitude is how you find your way back. Back to softness, back to presence, back to Allah. It's not too late, you're not too far, just begin. One breath of thanks, one whispered Alhamdulillah, and you're already walking back toward the light. List for section 4, the habit of salah with presence. Pray as if it's your last. You pray, but are you present? Or are your limbs moving while your heart is somewhere else? Scrolling through worries, replaying arguments, planning the next thing. The key is not just praying but feeling your prayer, letting it crack you open, letting it remind you you're standing before the King of Kings. Successful indeed are the believers, those who offer their prayers with humility and concentration. Surah Al-Mu'minun. There was a brother who prayed 5 times a day, fasted, gave charity, did everything right, but something was missing. One day, he whispered in sujood, Ya Allah, why can't I feel you anymore? It wasn't about doing more, it was about being more present. So before each salah, pause, place your hand on your chest and whisper, this could be my final salah, because it might be, and if it is, would you rush it? Would you think about dinner or deadlines? Or would you pray like someone desperate to be forgiven, to be held, to be seen one last time by his Lord? Salah isn't a task, it's a reunion, but you have to show up to be transformed. So ask yourself, what would your salah look like if you knew it was your last moment on earth? Section 5, the habit of good company. Your friends are your mirror. Who you surround yourself with is who you slowly become. Their words shape your thoughts. Their habits rub off on yours. Their priorities eventually become your own. That's why good company isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. And keep yourself patient with those who call upon their Lord morning and evening. Surah Al-Kahf 18:28. When you talk to them, the ones who remind you of salah when the world distracts you, the ones who say let's make dua instead of just forget it. Because if your circle doesn't bring you closer to Allah, you're not in a circle, you're in a cage that traps you in gossip, in heedlessness, in distraction. So audit your friendships, not with arrogance, but with awareness. Who in your life makes you love Allah more and who gently pulls you away from Him, without even meaning to. Keep the ones who water your soul, the ones who make your heart feel alive in a gathering of dhikr, the ones who remind you of your purpose when you're lost in your pain, because the people you choose today will either walk you to Jannah or distract you until you forget the way. Choose your mirrors wisely, because over time they become your reflection. Perfect to talk to Allah. You don't need fancy Arabic. You don't need to have it all together. You just have to be real. Whisper to Him like a child calling home, like someone whose heart is tired but still beating with hope. Because dua isn't just asking for things, it's connection, it's surrender. It's the moment your soul finally exhales. Call upon me, I will respond to you. Surah Ghafir 40:60. That's the mercy of Allah. Even when you're broken, even when you haven't prayed in weeks, even when you feel ashamed to raise your hands, He still listens. Dua is the heartbeat of faith. If you're still praying, you're still alive spiritually. So speak to Allah the way you would speak to someone who truly understands your soul, because no one understands you like He does. No one hears the words you don't say like He does. You don't have to filter your feelings. Just talk, whisper, cry. When was the last time you made dua like He was the only one who could save you? Because He is, and He always was, and He's been waiting just to hear your voice again. Letting go feels like losing, but in reality, letting go is choosing trust over control. But perhaps you hate a thing, and it is good for you. Surah Al-Baqarah. You don't have to understand everything to trust Allah. You just have to believe that He sees the full story while you only see a page. That job you didn't get, that person who left, that plan that fell apart. What if those were actually the doors that protected you from what your heart couldn't see? When life doesn't go as planned, remember Allah's plan is better than yours, not easier, not always clearer, but better. So the next time things don't make sense, write a letter to Allah, pour your confusion, your sadness, your questions onto the page. Don't hold back, then fold it and say, Ya Allah, I don't understand this right now, but I trust You. Because surrender doesn't mean weakness, it means you're finally resting in the hands of the one who never makes mistakes. What if your unanswered prayer wasn't a rejection but a redirection straight into His mercy? These 7 habits aren't just rituals, they are anchors for a heart that wants to return, for a soul that's tired of being numb. If even one of these habits touched you today, take action. Pick just one. Start now, and remember, when you take one step toward Allah, He runs to you. Like, share and comment with the habit you're going to start today. Because your journey back could inspire someone else's too.